Hi, Dave from Arana Physiotherapy with Nathan here. So what we're going to talk about today is we're going to look at the side bridge or side plank, which is a really nice exercise to start off with just to get just general sort of stability and strength around about the trunk, and especially sort of targeting sort of like using your erector spine at the back, your obliques at the side and your rectus abdominis at the front. So this sort of exercise has been popularised as part of the sort of Stuart McGill Big Four, your early stage rehab for back pain. So what I'll do is we'll go through some of the technique points and then how we perform this exercise. So the essential thing that we usually start off with our clients is when we start doing this exercise lying on the floor is we like the elbow to be underneath the shoulder, and then from there, if we take the opposite, this hand here goes onto the opposite shoulder. Now, when we're doing that, all we're going to ask the client to do, or ask you to do, is with this hand, is just gently pull that hand into the shoulder, and what that does is that creates like a contraction of the muscles coming from underneath the shoulder that attach into what's called your thoracolumbar fascia, and that attaches into your lower back. So it starts to get this bracing mechanism worked really well. If you can from there, all we're going to ask the client to do, or ask you to do, is just with your abdominals, just gently brace them. So if you imagine you're doing that swelling out of your obliques, and then you've got that about 20-30% effort, that's your starting position. So the entry level exercise in this is all we're going to ask people to do is just from their knees, we're going to get just to push their hips forward, and then bring their hips back. So this is actually like a hip hinge movement, but if you push forwards, it's also a very low level sort of side bridge that we'll start to work with. So if Nathan does another two of those, come forward, and then come back, and then come forward. So that would be your entry level sort of side plank. Now, we'll give Nathan a little rest. So we're going to take that to the second level. So all we want Nathan to do now is we're going to straighten his legs out for us. So what I like to do, if we do it like this, with one foot on top of the other, it's a very narrow base of support. To make it a bit easier, what I'll ask Nathan to do is put one foot forward and one foot back. And what you're really looking for with this leg, you've got ankle, knee, hip, and shoulder all in line. So Nathan he gets rid of that twist, so he's going a bit more square, puts that hand on top of his shoulder, pulls down, and then all we want him to do is push his hips up towards the ceiling, hold it for a couple of seconds, 1, 2, slowly back down again, push up again, hold, 1, 2, come back down again, and again repeat, comes up, holds for a couple of seconds, then comes back down. So if you do really well with this, what we try and get is like an 8-second hold, 8 repetitions, and you want to do that left and right side. But that's a really good exercise for sort of lateral stability. It forms part of the McGill Big Four. It's an exercise that we commonly use in part of our back pain rehab. Any questions about that, give us a call. But following this video, we'll have a reminder about the technique and some ways you can go progress this excellent exercise. Thanks for watching.